What's up, everybody? Shauna D Man here, and welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are doing great. Hope you guys are having yourselves a great weekend. We are back with the next episode of the Nerd Talk podcast. We've got our review, our little quick review of Captain America: Brave New World. I went and watched this last night. Before we get into it, if you're new to the channel, be sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Be sure you comment below. You can also check out my gaming channel down in the description below for all things gaming. We are also later today doing some more live stream of Spider-Man 2 from the Insomniac. So that is something, if you're interested in, definitely go over there and stop by and check that out. So let's I'm not. So the hard part about this is I don't really know how to feel about this movie. I honestly don't. And so I was never really all that hyped up to see this movie, especially with the multiple reshoots and everything like that. With the project just being delayed time and time again. I just wasn't really all that interested in this movie, and especially because I really didn't like Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Wasn't really like a huge fan of it. I wasn't really like a huge Sam Wilson Captain America kind of vibe. I wasn't really liking that, but I went in and gave this movie a chance, and I don't know. It was just like, it's really hard for me to describe how I feel about this movie. It was just, I guess it was just average to me. Like there was some stuff in there I like. It's just so it part of, like, there were a lot of it there was just kind of like exposition, and them trying to basically like catch up people for certain things, because a lot of the elements in this movie are just extended branches that came from the Incredible Hulk movie. You have Thunderbolt Ross. We ended up seeing Betty Ross at the end of the movie. I don't remember if that is the sorry, I'm messing around with stuff. Sorry. I don't remember if that's the same. I believe it's the same actress from the Incredible Hulk movie with Edward Norton. And I did not like the design of the leader. Wasn't really a big fan of it. I think they could have done better with that design. And again, this should have been probably more of a Hulk movie than a Captain America movie. And so it just that's really what I feel like the problem is for me. Is it's like you have Red Hulk, who's I believe is a Hulk villain. You also had the leader, who is a Hulk villain. It just felt like it should have been more of a Hulk movie than a Captain America. I remember at one point, and this was probably rumors during the shooting of this series, but She-Hulk was supposed to be involved in this movie as well. Obviously, like I said, I think that was just a rumor. It wasn't really anything that was accurate at the time. So, but I think another rumor was like Bruce, like the Hulk's supposed to be involved in this as well. It's just, again, those were just rumors. None of that really tend to happen. The action sequences, okay. There were some that I was fine with. There was that opening fight sequence when Sam was fighting that big brawly henchman. I was just kind of like, and one of the things that's like, it's just kept being brought up is like how Sam should have took the serum. Because that was the thing, like with Captain America or Falcon and the Winter Soldier, was that Sam didn't take the serum to like gain strength, agility, all that stuff. Like uh, John Walker, Steve Rogers, Bucky Barnes. He didn't do that, and so you like just watching this movie in the back of your mind. You were just like, or at least for me, I was just like, if you would have taken the serum, you could have easily just wiped the floor with a lot of these guys. Really was I'm not saying it was no sweat, but it would have been relatively easier to do it. Um, but eh. And so we also had what is her name? Sabra. Now this was a big controversy point because the actress is supposed to be the actress playing Sabra is an Israeli, and obviously mm, people up in arms about all that. I think there were even people protesting the movie. I remember seeing like tweets and stuff, or like no, it's maybe tweets that I saw where people were like, "We're boycotting this movie" and all that stuff. And I'm just kind of like, go go do something else with your life. Go touch grass. Um, and apparently in the comics, she's a mutant, but you wouldn't know that in this movie because like this woman is short in this movie. I'm not sure how tall the actress is that plays this character, but she's a very short woman. And there's a point in the movie where she finds Sam and Joaquin, and they have like this little hallway brawl, and she goes toe to toe with like 6 foot tall military sized guys, and I'm just kind of like, okay, that's that's interesting. Um, okay, that's interesting, but it. Ugh, I mean, other than that, I can't remember where I saw this. I feel like it was in a Marvel show. Maybe it was a Marvel movie. Maybe it was a Marvel movie. Maybe it was in a Marvel game. I can't remember where I saw it, but hold on. Let me see. I have to look. I have to because I need to know where. Let's see, because there's a reason for it. Uh, oh wait, let's see. Mentioning, yeah. I'm not. I know I'm not crazy. I know I watched something that. Let's see. I know I'm not crazy. Uh, I'm probably not gonna find it. I know I'm not crazy. I just can't remember where I saw it. Let's see. Let's try this way. See, I'm not gonna find it. I can't remember what it was, but I swear there was a Marvel movie or show that had like a passing mention of Wolverine. But the reason is clicking it's in my mind is because so we in this movie we finally get the revolution with Tiamat from the Eternals. He apparently has adamantium. So now we're getting adamantium mentioned in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And I think my issue with this is it's like how so then how does if everybody has access to adamantium, okay, then what's like what make I'm not saying what makes Wolverine special, but like how like how does it because like I guess it's hard to you see it's just hard for me to like think about it like the so it's Tiamat the entire celestial Tiamat is filled with adamantium. At least that's from my understanding, and I mean obviously I could be wrong about it, but it's just okay. So we get adamantium, which is apparently stronger than vibranium. Um, man, it's just I guess it's fine. I guess it's fine. Um, the storyline with Isaiah Bradley was fine. I guess. You need. I don't know. I'm being quite honest with you. It's very hard for me to describe my thoughts about this movie. It was just average to me. There was nothing really special about it. Like there were just times where I was like looking at my phone just to pass the time. Not necessarily pass the time, but just like, eh. So I was thinking about this on the way home. So you had was it Carlo Esposito? If I say his name right, he's in this movie as Sidewinder, which is like a character I believe part of the Serpent Society in the comics. Um, there's a point in the movie where I was just kind of like, wait a second. So Sam turns down a street. I think he had just hung up the phone with Joaquin. He turns down the street, and there's Sidewinder already there, blasting him. And like in the back of my mind, I was like, that's awfully convenient for Sam to turn down this exact road where Sidewinder is going to be, you know. Um, and then later, the leader goes to Sam's friend's military little outpost, like a little training course, and ends up killing Sam's friend. But part of me again is just like, how did you even know to go here? Like, how did the leader know to go? Like, I understand he like, has high level intellect or whatever, but I was just kind of like, how did like, how, did you just probability it or something? I was just so confused about how he knew to go here, and how did he know to be? It's like it's like coincident, or it's just like for the sake of the plot because Sam's friend gets a call about the pills that Ross has been taking, which is filled with gamma radiation, and so he's getting ready to call Sam to let him know. The leader just happens to show up and kill the guy just so he wouldn't warn Sam about the pills. And all of this is just a revenge thing for the leader because of Ross locking him up for 16 years. And so it's just, yeah, you know, Red Hulk. I doubt we see him again. You know, um, I mean, yeah, I doubt we see him again. Um, I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think what else about this movie. I mean, that's virtually it. Honestly, that's virtually all I can think of. Like, I don't know. This movie wasn't like great, but it wasn't really that bad. It's like it's in the middle tier of the Marvel Cinematic Universe of movies. Like, I guess I would put it around like I definitely would put it towards the bottom tier of the MCU of movies. But it's not as bad as like Thor: Love and Thunder. It's not that bad. Um, but it's just also it's not as good as say as Iron Man 2 potentially. I guess if you like Iron Man 2 or if you don't like Iron Man 2, it's just okay. You know, there's like again, there's just nothing really special about it. And I feel like part of it is like part of it just feels like this is like these are leftovers. Thunderbolts and Captain America. These two movies are like just leftovers from Marvel kind of reworking itself because again, you know, we just had a presidential election a couple of months ago. Trump's in the White House, so obviously movie studio Hollywood, all those people are going to like start readjusting themselves to the new spectrum and everything. So like I just like and it's probably not going to make its budget back because I think I was listening to somebody like some nerd person, but or reading it, but it was like its opening weekend or the opening Thursday made $5 million less than Ant-Man Quantumania, and even that one was not a good Marvel movie. So it's going to be very hard, whatever this budget was. Now, it was like a probably modest budget at the beginning, but because of reshoots and stuff like that, and just you know doing other stuff, it's gonna be really hard to see this movie making its money back because Marvel movies typically don't do well overseas anyway. Um, so if it doesn't have a good showing domestically, then it's going to be in serious trouble internationally because, again, Marvel movies, for the most part, don't do well. I think there's probably some exceptions to that rule of movies that have done well overseas, but we'll just have to see how things go in regards to to the movie. So we'll just have to see. But that's pretty much it. That's all I got. Just wanted to like do a small review of the movie. It's okay. I will probably give it like a C. If they put a grade on it, I will give it a C. And so that's it's average. It's not good, but it's not great, but it's also not bad. So but yeah, that's pretty much all I got for you guys. Thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you guys for watching. As I said at the beginning, if you're new to the channel, be sure you hit that like and subscribe button. You can also go and check out the gaming channel down in the description below. Other than that, guys, I will see you in the next video. Y'all have a good one.